New York Jets rookie tight end Mason Taylor earned some Travis Kelce comps? Interesting. And more. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. We're streaming live right now on my Facebook page, at BoyGreen25, my Twitter account, at BoyGreen25, and YouTube.com/BoyGreen25. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe, and show your support. We're trying to make a chase to 10,000 subscribers, baby. So please try to do your part. Also, we've got our raffle giveaway happening this month. 2 awesome prizes are on the line. Throw it up on the big board here. For our audio-only listeners, let me describe it to you in vivid detail. You have a chance to win a New York Jets signature football, full-size NFL football. We have a New York Jets commemorative game coin with the certificate of authenticity that comes along with it. One of the game coins from last season, limited edition. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And if you guys want a chance to win any of these prizes, just purchase something on the channel for $2.99 or more, baby. If you join the Boy Green Coffee Club in the YouTube description down below, that joins our YouTube membership group, of course, you get a ticket to win these prizes. We'll be drawing the winner for this prize on June 1st. And of course, you get all the perks of being a Boy Green Coffee Club member, access to our emojis, and our Discord channel, and so much more. So feel free to do it, folks. Make it rain from the high heavens. And speaking of making it rain, well, this is awkward, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Did any of you guys see the NBA action last night? Yikes. Tennessee Heisman. Celtics was up 20. Ooh, yeah, that was tough. We'll have to recheck Hop on Pop's. We're gonna have to recheck Hop on Pop's percentage. It was 0.0%. We may need an update on that statistic after game one. Oh boy, what a finish by the New York Knickerbockers! Wow. But before we get there, let's give a shout out to DNY for Life, a.k.a. Devin, gifting 5 Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Hey now. Oh, baby, you love to see it. And every time we get 5 memberships or more gifted here on the channel, we got to hear a little extra here on the show. There we go, baby. There we go. Here are the 5 new members, by the way, to the Boy Green Coffee Club. It is Nakura, Mark Hyman, This is Los, Hansen, who else we got? Rowan Marshall. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. Let's see here. Let me make sure I put that in there. DNY for Life, you now have 10 raffle tickets so far this month, so you're now in a tie with Jimmy Jets. Jimmy Jets on our big board here. We appreciate you, pal. Thank you for supporting the channel. Very nice. Also, Paul Taxter, also with another 10. So you were in a 3-way tie here. So I appreciate you, Devin, a.k.a. DNY for Life. So you're moving on up, as they say. You love to see it. Thank you very much for the support on the channel. And 5 more raffle tickets for you, my good sir. Boom. Leaderboard updated. There we are. Beautiful. Thank you, Devin. All right, let's get some more action in here. Chef Kevin Gilbert, a.k.a. Fastest Food Reviews, hitting us up here on the channel. Every time I get a YouTube Super Chat, we hear from my daughter, Zariah Luna. Wow. Good morning, Boy Green. Glad you're not rocking that Boston Fit LGK. There you go. Hey, you've now sent me back to my homeostasis of all things New York Jets. How could I not? By the way, with your Super Chat contributions right now and from previous opportunities, Chef, you now have 4 raffle tickets for a contest this month. Thank you very much. Hey, man, I got to give credit where credit is due. The Celtics got up 20. They get a little full of their own cheese, and the New York Knicks make this epic comeback. So, hey, man, Jalen Brunson, clutch player of the year. Mikal Bridges finally waking up. Yeah. And the Knicks win in overtime. Now, here's the one thing I will say. We've got a series now, baby. No doubt about it. And boy, it's good to be on the road in these playoffs. Denver taking out OKC last night, all kinds of craziness. But I would just say this, because we'll get into the Travis Kelce, Mason Taylor thing here in a moment. The Celtics missed 45 three-pointers. That was the most in NBA history. They were 15 of 60, shooting 25%. While the New York Knicks shot 46%, 17 of 37. The Knicks won by 3 in overtime. I would say this. I don't think the Celtics are missing 45 threes again. And they had to miss 45 threes only to lose in overtime by 3. I might. That's what I would say about that. I'm still high. But hey, take your flowers, baby. Take your flowers, for sure. Wait, we got another super chat coming in here. Oh, it's our boy Devin. He's chiming in some more. DNY for life. Sure, why not?
Wow.
Devin says, no Boston sweep for you and Pops, Boy Green. Go New York, go New York, go. Knicks, read it all, BG. Love you, bro. We got a series, LOL. And to be honest, this is sort of sick that I'm going to say this. But this is kind of what I wanted. Not quite how it played out, I guess. But I wanted a series because I told you guys my radio partner at the radio station, Monday through Friday, 10 to 12, he is a Knicks fan. He is a former New York Knicks season ticket holder. He used to live up there in New York. Like, not just upstate New York where we currently live. And he said, man, our ass is going to get swept. Our ass might be a gentleman sweep. It's over. And I'm like, good Lord, where's your hub? And I'm like talking him off the ledge as the Knicks fan. I'm like, come on, man. Anything can happen. Sack up, buddy. And he was like, oh, no, it's over. And then the text last night during the game, he's texting me throughout the game. He's like, geez. I don't know why I said gentleman sweep. Our ass is getting swept when the Knicks are down 20. And then you get all the emotional roller coaster. So, hey, baby, it's on like Donkey Kong. That's the way to say it, for sure. It is still on like Donkey Kong. And by the way, DNY for life, you now have 11 raffle tickets and you're $1 away from another one. So shout out to you, Devin. Hey, the Celtics absolutely did not sweep. So let's see what happens. Yeah, for sure. Scott says, Boy Green, where's your Celtics uniform? Back in the closet where it belongs, I suppose. Back in a closet where it belongs, perhaps. Also, I want to give you guys an update because, again, we're also going to be talking Mason Taylor, Travis Kelce. I promise we'll do that in a second. But the thing I wanted to say for our Boy Green Coffee Club members that are interested in the Boy Green Tailgate, there is a big update. I have submitted the deposit, the financial deposit to the New York Football Jets to ensure our group ticket priority package. Now, we still don't know the game. Again, the schedule comes out in, 8 days now? So obviously we'll have a ton of coverage here on the channel about the schedule, but we're still 8 days away from that. But we did lock in the priority seating. So I'm very much looking forward to where we go from here. But let's go. So let's do this. Let's get into it. We've 9 minutes into the show. Let's get into the topic at hand here. And Brian Baldinger, when he watches Mason Taylor on tape, he caught a little Travis Kelce action.
Baldy, let youth be served here for the Jets because Mason Taylor was the youngest player in the entire draft class, the most productive tight end in LSU history, and that's saying something.
129 catches. And you think about, the LSU production at wide receiver. I mean, he had to wait for Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors and some of those guys to move on before he got a chance to really shine. And so, but look, he caught passes from Jaden Daniels, a lot of big games. You watch him run, and there's just not a lot of guys that are that big at 6'5" run.
Well, if he look, I don't give a flying hoot if he looks like Travis Kelce running, jumping, catching, anything. That is a high compliment for one Mason Taylor. That was Brian Baldinger, NFL Network analyst, talking on the Jets Overtime Draft Special about Mason Taylor. Now, before we fully get into Mason Taylor and the wonderful comp that he just received from Brian Balder, I wanted to go down memory lane for Jet fans. Young and old, I think you can all participate in this game I'm about to go down. And it's this. We all know that the... one second. Actually, before we get there, I just see we have an easy super chat question coming in. So let me address this real quick, and then we'll get into the full Monty here. With this the Mason Taylor Jet thing and Jets tight ends. I want to get into that as well.
Wow.
Do we buy the tickets through you? Hotel package. All great information. We're working on the hotel stuff behind the scenes. Again, the schedule doesn't come out for another 8 days. We're working on all that kind of stuff. The tailgate menu's done. We're working on pricing and things of that nature. We're going to work on the hotel stuff. But the tickets you guys will buy through me. I will be the resident guy. I put a deposit down. I have to pay for all the tickets myself. So what will happen is once everyone agrees that they're in and we know where we'll be sitting, because I'm having those conversations with the Jets and we know the prices, then I can reach out to you guys and say, hey, it's going to be insert this much and let's go. You guys, so have it ready, basically, people. It's I don't know exactly how much it's going to be. We're still working on that. But when you do it through me, the good news is we'll all sit together. So that's number one. Number two, it'll be discounted. So we're going to get the best possible price equal to the best seat possible. So that's a cool perk from the New York Jets for doing it through a group ticket package as opposed to you guys just going out into the streets and doing it on Ticketmaster or what have you. So you will buy the tickets through me. When I get all that information, we'll be reaching out. I'll be putting together a Google Doc sheet soon, so we can establish what will be the easiest way for some of you guys to pay, whether it's PayPal or Venmo or the immediate contact information. And then we could sort of check people through. Up, easy's in. Okay, check. Up, this person's in. All right, check. Because they're going to want either all the money at once, which is a lot of moolah, or they'll do 50-50 split. So long story short, that's a lot of additional hoopla here. But if you guys are interested, I'll be reaching out soon to get your guys' resident information and all that is possible. It's going to be awesome, though. I can't wait. But like I said, I did already drop the deposit, so it's official. It is official that this is all happening and going down. So, hey, now, there we go. Yes, but thank you, Easy, and everyone who's so interested in this. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. So more details to come. But what I wanted to do was because, Tyler Conklin was an okay tight end for us. He was fine. And it just made me think like, damn, we haven't had a tight end in a hot second. And then I'm like, well, how many really good tight ends have we had in our history? And then I'm like, well, what was the last good one? And I think the last really good tight end the New York Jets had was Dustin Keller. In 2008, here's going back in the time machine, 17 years ago, the New York Jets traded back into the first round of the 2008 NFL Draft with the Green Bay Packers to select Purdue tight end Dustin Keller. The Jets gave up the 36th overall pick in the 6th round, the 113th overall pick in the 4th round, and they got the 30th overall pick from the Packers to select Dustin Keller. And Dustin Keller ended up spending 5 years with the Jets. He led the team in receptions twice. That was 2010 and 2011. He finished with 241 receptions for 2,876 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns. And a very sad story that I think some people will forget is that Dustin Keller, after his 5 years with the Jets, signs with the rival Miami Dolphins immediately the season after. And he had a career-ending knee injury in the preseason game with the Dolphins. He dislocated his knee. He tore his PCL, his ACL, his MCL, and his career was over. So the entirety of his career was spent with the Jets. It's really sad how that all ended for Dustin. He's like 40 years old now. I'd love to catch up with Dustin and see what's he up to. Yeah, J-Boy is like, what? Keller was drafted in 2008? Damn, I'm old, 100%. That's a long-ass time ago. So the last really good tight end we had was Dustin Keller, which is crazy to think about. And then also, I'm like, so what are the ceilings, right? What's the best tight end seasons we've had? And they're this. The Jets have never had a tight end in their history get 1,000 yards or more. That's never happened in the entire Jets history. New York Titans, Jets, nothing. Never have had 1,000 yards. The most receiving yards a Jets tight end has ever had in a single season was Mickey Schuler. Back in 1985, he had 879 receiving yards. 879. Okay, that was the most receiving yards ever for a tight end in a single season for the Jets. Let's go to touchdowns. The most touchdowns a Jets tight end has ever had is 10. Shout out to Rich Castor. That was back in 1972. And also worth noting, that was in a 14-game era. A 14-game era. Rich Castor. And then the final nugget is, what is the most receptions a Jets tight end has ever had in a single season? You could go back to that famed 1985 season, because that was, of course, Mickey Schuler. Yes, and so Allen saying, go, Mickey Schuler. Yeah, he holds 2 of those records. The all-time reception in a single season and the all-time receiving yardage for a tight end. Both of those back during the 1985 season. And for the touchdown tight end record, we have to go back to 1972. Good Lord. The reason why I bring up all this is just to say we have not had a lot of good tight ends in a long-ass time. A long-ass time. And it is time to change history. It's time for us, and all these stats, by the way, you can find in the article in the YouTube description down below. It kind of walks you down tight end memory lane and how bad it's been and how long it's been since we've had good ones. And Mason Taylor has the best chance to shatter a lot of those records, especially, some of it will have an asterisk, right? I mentioned that you had like Rich Castor catching 10 touchdowns in a season. He did it in a 14-game season. We have a 17-game season, so not exactly fair. If Mason Taylor eventually snaps that, that'd be wonderful. But if he eventually snaps that, we'll sort of look at that sideways, I suppose. But you get the point. And here's the other thing. So Mason Taylor has a chance to try to be the man. I don't know if it happens immediately, but hopefully in the near future. He's got a lot of potential. 6'5", 250 pounds, all those things. And by the way, Allen says Mason Taylor ceiling Zach Ertz. If he is a Super Bowl winning tight end with all kinds of wonderful numbers, that'd be a wonderful comp if he ends up being there. So salute. Salute. That'd be wonderful. Here's the other thing. Mason Taylor has a chance to unlock Justin Fields' quarterback ability, according to Adam Schultz of Yahoo Sports. He talked about how Mason Taylor can be a security blanket for one Justin Fields. And I love this stat from Rich Cimini. From Rich Cimini on the tight end conversation. It was this. Justin Fields, over the last 2 seasons, has an 87.7 QBR when targeting tight ends. That is the 3rd best QBR in the National Football League. Let me repeat that one more time for those listening in the back of the room. When Justin Fields has targeted tight ends over the last 2 seasons, he has an 87.7 QBR. That is the 3rd best QBR in football in that specific category. The only 2 who are better are Lamar Jackson, multi-time MVP, 93.9, and Brock Purdy, 92.4, who's about to be a $50+ million man. So not only does Mason Taylor have all this potential, but specifically as it pertains to Justin Fields, there is an ability to unlock. And here's the other thing. Some interesting words here from Adam Schultz of Yahoo Sports, talking about Mason Taylor and how he fits in the Jets offense. Quote, a smooth and fluid athlete, Mason Taylor will, in the Jets' eyes, develop into a stable security blanket for Justin Fields as he looks to find his feet in his new home. And yes, he has Garrett Wilson for that too, with the pair playing together at Ohio State, but defenses will look to take Garrett away. That leaves Taylor as Justin's go-to guy, and he, in theory, could help the former first-round pick reach heights we haven't seen from him yet. An excellent follow-up, because if you remember last season, folks, when Garrett Wilson was the guy by himself, he struggled earlier in the season to put up some of those statistics. It took him a little while to cook up. If that happens again and teams take away Garrett Wilson, which I would imagine if I'm a defensive coordinator, that's the first thing I would attempt to do on top of the running, of course, of the Jets team, is maybe Mason Taylor's the one that's eating. So I will be curious to see what happens. J-Boy says that stat is one of the reasons I said yesterday that Jeremy Ruckert and Mason Taylor would be top 5 on the team in catches. We'll see. I mean, that would be with this run-heavy offense, maybe with more tight ends on the field, more 12 personnel, maybe that will open up opportunities for another tight end to get in the mix as opposed to this widespread like Denver Broncos 2013 offense where they were going ham all over the place with 4 or 5 wideouts. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's a different modus operandi here. Could be possible. By the way, we got 300 people in the room. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, hit subscribe. If you're not watching on YouTube, open up a new tab on your phone. Or if you're on your computer, open up a tab. Go to youtube.com/boygreen25. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. That's the optimal way to watch. I appreciate it no matter where you watch. Facebook, Twitter, audio only. But if you want to win prizes and all that jazz, the best chance to do that, and the only chance really to do all that, is by watching on those other features. So make sure you do. And let's see what Mason Taylor ends up being. There's a lot of projection with Mason Taylor, statistically speaking. It's sort of a conversation, but different than Jeremy Ruckert, who didn't do a lot of receiving at Ohio State, but we saw it in Clemson and said, ooh, if you unlock this, that can be this. So you're doing a little bit of projecting with Mason Taylor, but boy, NFL bloodlines, Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, father and uncle. You got, the body. He's got the physique, obviously. And then you have the right quarterback that would be looking at the tight end position. You seem to have all the pieces for some juice to potentially happen here at that position, which I'll be sort of interested in. Shout out to Scott, though. I'm on Facebook, Paul, so I could grow that fan base. And thank you. I appreciate that, Scott. Thank you. Yes, the Boy Green Facebook page where we've been rocking. So keep those coming, baby. I don't mean to denigrate any of the other locales, but I do appreciate that. J-Boy says, Taylor is going to be great. It's in the DNA. Yeah, his father's a Hall of Famer. His uncle's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's a lot of Hall of Fame bloodlines, baby. The tribal chief. I'm all about it. EZ says, RPOs and jet sweeps using Malachi Corley and Arian Smith will be a big part of the run game. I love the creativity. I hope Tanner Engstrand gets in his bag to do that, EZ. Terrence Hill says, a number 2 receiver is fine, but not needed in this particular offense for the coming season. I hope you're right, Terrence. I do still think that's a glaring need on this roster. But also, obviously, I'm leaving the door open for someone to surprise. As there's one of these other receivers that we're not giving the proper love to that ends up surprising. That's something to consider. Jets Worldwide, wide. And make sure you subscribe to them on YouTube as well. Why not us this year? Could be. There's surprise teams every year that the experts just don't put their finger on. Maybe so. And it all comes down to EZ's comment here. Who says on YouTube, my gut says Justin Fields will unleash the beast and be great. And if he is, that's where the surprise factor comes in for all of us. That's where it comes in for all of us. So we'll see what happens. Let me keep going through your comments. I see we got a lot of Knicks action. Go New York, go New York, go. Yeah. Lucas says, late to the show, what did I miss? Just a lot of Nick Celtic bashing. That's really been what's been going on. But hey, props to the Knicks and the Nuggets and the Pacers, all these teams that went in and pulled upsets. Good for them. J-Boy says, it looks like Taylor could have another goal in mind, be the first Jets tight end to get 1,000 and win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let me see. I don't know how many tight ends have won Offensive Rookie of the Year in history, but let me see. That's a quick check. Let me see if there's any. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If Brock Bowers didn't win it last year with the greatest tight end season we've ever seen, I don't know if anyone can. Let me see. I'm here on Pro Football Reference. A tight end has never won Offensive Rookie of the Year in NFL history, and they've been tracking that award back since 1967. So a tight end has not. There's been running backs, there's been quarterbacks, there's been wide receivers. Hell, there was even a fullback at one point. But no tight end. And again, if Brock Bowers, if he didn't just do it, I don't know when it happens, but I like the chutzpah, J-Boy. If he has a season that's worthy of Offensive Rookie Year, I mean, that would be obviously amazing. Yeah. Knicks have heart, absolutely. Salute to the Knicks. Yeah. Terrence Hill says, Dustin Keller, week 1, Brett Favre and the Jets in Miami against Chad. I was there. What a great game. Brett Favre went crazy. Chad Pennington was still getting accustomed to everything, and the Jets smacked him around. Yeah. Alan jumping in here saying, okay, got to give me better than 9 of 23. Happy Knicks fans could take their bow today. They should take their bow. It's awesome to win playoff games, especially in TD Garden down 20. It shows a lot of chutzpah by the New York Knicks to get that done. Where does it go from here? Huh? We'll see what happens. The Knicks when you're a road team, you did your job. You did your job. When you steal one, and you stole one. So the rest is gravy. You have the advantage heading into game 2. It's must win for the Celtics. You're on whatever you're on. So, all right, let's do this. There's a lot of comments on a variety of topics, but let's do that, baby. Let's open up the phone lines. If you're watching on the show and you want to get involved, the phone lines are the place to do it. That'll be the pinned comment on YouTube.com. Boy Green Daily continues after this.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams. Watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets. Let's go.
What that Hep guy said. Let's go, baby. We've got nearly 400 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. We're here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and on your audio-only podcast, wherever you find them podcasts, baby. Hep is a legend, and he's gracing us with his birthday bash presents here on the program. Guys, feel free to call in. Those phone lines are open. All right, we'll go up first. Easy here on the show. What's up, Easy?
Hey, I know you're not giving out the menu, but I have one question. Just one.
Sure.
Is Chef making baked ziti?
Let me see. I don't think so. I think it's burgers and dogs, I believe, is the main course of the menu. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it quickly.
Like I said, don't give it away. I just wanted to know if he was making ziti. That was all.
Yeah, let me see.
I love that stuff.
Okay, let me see. I have the menu right here, so let me take a peek through it real quick. Okay. All right. If people can read through my glasses, God bless, and then you get everything, I guess. Let me see. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, no big ziti, but yeah. I might give it away. Yeah,
I got you. Just all the assortment of grilled foods. That'll be fine too. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
There you go. Yeah.
I know some people that tailgate there, and I know they always have ziti. I'll just pop over and get a plate.
Well, Terrence Hill is throwing a challenge flag saying bake ziti at a tailgate party. He's questioning it.
It's great, man. It's like sausage, peppers, and onions, man. You got to be kidding me.
I've never had a baked ziti at a tailgate, but I'm not opposed to it, I guess. You know,
This is New York.
Oh, okay. Is that a New York thing?
New York.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You know how many Italians there are in New York and New Jersey? Are you kidding me? Did you ever watch The Sopranos?
I'm not sure the current number. Yeah, of course. Yeah, who hasn't?
That's enough. Everybody in New York loves baked ziti and stuff like that. It's like at every party, you know, they make a tray with chafing dishes with the sterno. You know, everyone's got that crap.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure Chef's going to do a great job.
Oh, yeah, there's some good stuff.
I have this gut feeling that Justin Fields is going to explode this year in a good way.
So.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I just think that this is going to be his breakout season.
Well, it would be, first off, a team hasn't believed in him enough for him to be comfortable in a position. And for this team and everything, if it's going to happen, it feels like it's now or never, basically.
We got the O-line. We got the backup O-line. We got the three-headed monster and running back. We got Garrett Wilson. And now we have two halfway decent tight ends. I think Jeremy Ruckert is going to be rejuvenated with his buddy back at quarterback. I just think that there's a nice flow going We're under the radar. Being ranked 30th is ridiculous. I mean, that was just horse shit.
Disrespectful.
I mean, what? We're not better than the Jags.
I know the Jags,
not
the
better than the
Patriots. There's a
fucking
bunch of
Giants.
teams on there that
We're
I
not
look
better
at
than the
sideways.
Jags and the Giants. Come on.
Yeah. Again, I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
I figured they were going to rank us like 21.
That's what I thought.
Or something like that.
If you put us
And
even
that's
23,
realistic.
24, 25, I'm like, okay, I sort of get it. But 30.
Because we haven't
30,
proven anything.
I guess that's it. Yeah.
I mean, our DBs are great. Our D line. The funny thing is, for the first time in a long time, our strength is now our biggest question mark: the defensive line, which kind of cracks me up. But there are two of our former players that are out there, like we were talking the other day, and I think they're going to get one of them.
Oh, Foley and Quentin Jefferson, you're talking about? Foley,
yeah, we're gonna get one of them. I'd be stupid not to, because they're good.
They're both out there.
Because they're good players. The familiarity with their teammates, and also the fact that there's going to be better coaching, so they may want to come back because they know it's good. Everyone saw what Aaron Glenn did last year with putting together broken pieces and building a house with Tinker Toys. You know what I mean? He was able to put everything together. I think if we could get, you said Amari Cooper is still out there.
He is. Keenan Allen's out there. Cooper's out there. Yeah, there's a couple of them.
I almost think we should just get him. We should just get him.
Okay.
Because he's reliable. He's a good performer. He doesn't have to be the number one anymore.
Oh, he'd be a
he
great
doesn't even have to be a number two. He could be like a 2B.
I'll take a 2B.
At this point.
We need a 2B.
I would take a 2B. We need someone. And it's sad that Yabo is gone.
Yeah, he's at Detroit. Detroit, yeah.
But, I don't understand why nobody used Kenny Yeboah more, because even though they didn't use him a lot, every time he was in there and they threw him the ball, he caught it.
The only time that we had any issues was when Aaron Rodgers skipped a rock to his feet in the Buffalo game where he would have had a wide open touchdown, and that would have been touchdown 500, and he skipped the rock, and then he just looked at Kenny like, what the hell? And Kenny was wide open. It was Aaron that threw a shitty ball, so I don't really know what happened there.
I've never seen Yeboah drop a ball. Have you? I mean, I can't remember it.
No.
So, I know Green Bean's upset. Because Green Bean loves the guy, and Green Bean has this moniker. Yeah, Green Bean has this moniker. When you're not on the Jets, I hate you. So now
I like that. I like that mentality. Yes,
but I liked Kenny Yeboah. Every time they used him, he did well, and they never used him. So, like I said, I think last year's coaching staff was they were an abomination. They did not use their players to their full potential.
They were god awful. Yes, there's no question about it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna leave it open for the next guy. Have fun, people. And only an unforeseen death will keep me from going to that game.
Okay. Well, let's.
I want to go. I definitely want to go.
All right. Excellent. Easy. I can't wait for it, pal. Hopefully, no unforeseen deaths coming in the near future. Jesus, good Lord. Anywho, let's go back to the phone lines. We've got Badshaw here on the show. What's up, Badshaw?
What's up, Paul?
It's good
I don't want. Yeah. Good to see you. I don't want you to tell me what we're going to have at the tailgate.
Okay.
But what is Chef Kev Gilbert preparing for us to eat that day? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm one of those. I don't want to know. I think it'll be. Whenever you decide to tell us, that's when I'll be ready. I thought that was funny how he worded that.
It was funny, yeah. Let me see, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1 second. Let me. 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 things on this menu that he has of all these. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. He did and shout out to Chef. I asked him about it, and we've been talking about it, and he put so much thought and everything into this menu, which I find super cool. That he didn't just he obviously, when people will see it, they'll understand what I mean. That he didn't just slapdick grab this from here's an old menu from 30 years ago. Like he custom this to the group of Boy Green Coffee Club members, which is super cool.
Well, that's cool. And I'm kind of like Terrence Hill. Like, I've never thought about eating baked ziti. You know, that's not like a game day tradition for me. Like, where's the ziti? Like, I can't watch the fucking Jets game without the ziti or anything. But hey, I love ziti. So, I mean,
Sure.
but anyway, I did have a couple questions. So you said there may be like a hotel package. Like, is that going to be like tailgate, hotel, and tickets, or is that going to be kind of? Can we do any of those separate, or?
Excellent question. Yes, all of those can be separate. It's not. This is not a Three Musketeers strategy, all for one for all. There will be optionality, because I know there's some people, like Chef is a great example. He lives 10 minutes from the stadium. I doubt he wants the hotel package, but he's coming from the Carolinas, so maybe he'll want it, maybe he won't. I just want that option available for people that are doing this crazy travel, and they're doing everything they can to come to this game. And I hate for them to enjoy the game, go through it, and say, all right, you bastards, get out of here, and scram, and go off to whatever. So, yes, everything will be optional. Again, to your point, we talked about it earlier with tickets. If people can find their own thing in a different way that they prefer, feel free. But, yes, so everything will be optional. It's not a full thing together. That is correct.
Awesome. That's great to hear. I'm looking forward to it. I like what you were saying earlier about the LSU tight end. Even though I hate LSU, but you know, I think that will open up more for Fields and Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson will open up plays for Taylor. I really do. I can't remember if it was Scotty or who the other day was saying we needed to get Keenan Allen. I'm all about that. I'm all about getting some Keenan Allen, and then you've got Breece Hall on top of all that. That, you know, that would be beautiful. But I heard you say earlier you were talking about a tight end had never gotten Offensive Player of the Year, but you said a fullback had. Was it Larry Tonka, or who was the fullback that got it?
Let's pull this back up just because it's worth seeing. So let's see. Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL. So it's never been a tight end, and this is Offensive Rookie of the Year. But Brock Bowers, again, if anyone was going to get it, you'd think it'd be him. Let me scroll all the way down because it was down in the 60s. All right, let me see who we got here. Okay, so it was John Brockington of the Green Bay Packers in 1971, a fullback. John Brockington. There you go.
Well, I would have never gotten that. I don't know if I've ever even really heard of that guy.
I have not either, and I sort of pride myself on being a football historian of sorts, and I do not know who. I guess I got to do my homework on fullback John Brockington. So, yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day, Paul. Thank you for that. I'm about to have to get off here and try to order a kangaroo for my cousin's graduation party this weekend. So
there you go. Hey, and also try to get some baked ziti. Feel free to work that in if you can.
I can make it happen. Thanks, Paul.
I appreciate you, Badshaw. Thank you so much. Thanks for the call. A couple of things here. I just wanted to circle back to the tailgate thing real quick. So again, everything will be optional. If you guys want to tailgate with us, there will be a price for the food to hook up with all of us and eat there at the tailgate. So that will be there, and that's optional. But feel free to support Chef Kevin Gilbert. He's coming out doing this. It's very nice, and it won't be crazy expensive. The price won't be insane for eating with us and having that. The hotel thing, like I said, that'll be an option. We're still working on that behind the scenes, but that'll be an option for people that are coming out of town to try to get you a good discount. And I will say the biggest discount that I know of will be those Jets tickets, that we're getting an insane price for these tickets. And this will be the best way for you. If you guys want the best bang for your buck and all sit together and everything of that nature, hang on tight with me and I will hook you guys up with tickets. I've reached out to the Jets already. I already put a deposit down. It all looks really good. So for the ticket part, and you plan on coming with us and we pick the game and everything, I would wait out if you can, outside of a very special circumstance. I'd wait out and try to buy through me so we could get that all together. Because like I said, a big discount coming for that. That is my gift from me to you guys, to give you guys awesome seats at a great price. So you know what? Fingers crossed. Like I said, I'll keep you guys posted on those details as they come. There's a few things that we're sort of waiting for, obviously with the schedule still coming out, and working with the Jets on that. But that should be pretty cool. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to meet all you guys, and it's going to be a good time. Again, as soon as the schedule comes out in 8 days, I'm immediately going to Discord, and we're going to be talking about some of the top game options, because we'll try to cycle down very quickly to rate the games of which ones you guys want to go to, and then we'll start pushing all the pieces into order there. So stay tuned, everybody. That will be special. J-Boy says, I didn't plan on flying to New Jersey in 2025, but hey, come on now. Even all you Florida people down there, Ricky, FL Phil 98, Jared, all you guys, I hope you guys all get to come up. We'll do it this one time, and if it goes great, hopefully this is at least an annual tradition, and if it goes really great, maybe we can do it more than once, a year. But this year, we're just guaranteed to do the one, and then we'll sort of see what happens. Let's go back to the phone lines here. This guy was just referenced on the last call. Did he say that? And he did. And by the way, on Thursday, Boy Green Meets Woody, we're talking about the top free agents the Jets should be doing some homework on, and I think a certain somebody may be making that top 5 list. More coming up on that on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Let's bring him in. Scotty Mayhem here on the program. What's up, Scotty?
Paul, you know I love you. You are amazing, and I love your show, and you're a man. You took your beating last night the way you should, with respect. But this Nick message is sent out to one particular caller.
Oh, boy. I think I know who you're talking about.
You do. His initials are AA, okay? So AA, I will not name you, but just have some respect for the Knicks, okay? That's all I ask. I didn't predict that the Knicks were going to win the series. I love my team. I hope they win. But abject disrespect. And, I think we have more than a 0.0 chance of winning the series. And that's for your pop. I was at the lowest nadir today cleaning my dog's poop in the backyard. I didn't go to the highest mountaintop. And I picked up this piece of paper, and it says 0.1. So we do have some chance to win this series. That's all I have to say. I respect the Celtics. They're a great team. They're the champions. But AA said he hoped that the Knicks would be annihilated, and today he's wishing us all well. Give me a break. Okay. So let's talk about the free agent that was named. Okay.
Sure.
There is no question that he is the better wide receiver than the other shot wide receiver, Amari Cooper, who everybody seems to like. I was on a different podcast and people were talking about Amari Cooper. Please take a look at his stats. He didn't even play last year, barely, for the high-flying Buffalo Bills.
I can tell you this. Speaking of Amari, you want to trash Amari, I got Amari trash stats ready. He had his career worst season in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Now, it was sort of a weird year. He was with the Browns and then traded the Bills and all that kind of hoopla. But, so the context there, but still, it was the worst year of his professional career, and he's 30 years of age. So that's true.
Yeah, I just don't want Amari. I know it's a long shot, but I did write to the agents of Keenan Allen. I actually reached out to them, and I was giving them the reasons why. I know Keenan Allen wants to win a championship, but this could be Brandon Marshall 2.0 on this team. And I'm telling you, I so agree with the last caller. I just think that the Jets are going to be a revelation this year. I know, rose-colored glasses. I'm a fanatical Jet fan. I love all my teams, but the Jets are number one in my eyes. And I think this team is going to surprise the league. They are going to win DJ dirty. That's how they're going to win this year. Every game is going to be a dogfight. And look, we can't be any worse than we were last year with the coaching staff we had. It was a dump fire. And I think this year, I really think our coaching staff is going to be an upgrade. So that's my take. Go Knicks. Respect the Celtics, but make sure Pop knows 0.1%.
I appreciate that, Scotty. Thank you. I would say this again on the radio show yesterday. We went around the room and gave predictions on the radio show yesterday. What do you think about each series? And what do you think about the games last night? And I said, well, I think the Nuggets are going to win. So thank you, Nuggets. Cha-chink. And I think they're going to win the series, Nuggets in 7. So thank you, Nuggets. And then I said Celtics in 7. And everyone in the room looks at me like, huh? 7? Come on now. And I was giving respect to the New York Knicks. I'm saying, hey, man, this is a team. They showed it on the broadcast last night for whoever was watching the game. The longest droughts from getting to a conference final. So Wizards have 45 years. I never knew it was that long, but there you go. 45 years. And all these other teams. And Knicks were like third on the list, like 24 years or something, or longer, whatever it's been. It's been some long-ass time of like the last time they were there. They threw it up on the screen. It was like the third longest. And I'm just like, man, this team is hungry, man, and healthy. Now, there's a few things. Mikal Bridges early in the game, he was sort of gimping. I'm like, oh, Jesus, are they about to fall apart here? Because they don't go deep into that bench. If they have any injuries, there may be some issues. And as the Celtics are going through that game, the thing I love about the Celtics in the matchup against the Knicks was optionality on defense. You saw a few times that Cat was on Jason Tatum, that Cat was on Jaylen Brown. There's just a lot of different optionality that you could do defensively because of the depth that the Celtics have. Now, KP, Kristaps Porzingis, who had one of those great games against his former team in the Knicks during the regular season, he like, whoop, disappeared. It had some sickness or something. We still don't know what the sickness was, so I don't know what the hell's going on there, but we'll have to keep an eye out for that one for certain. And then Luke Cornett got hurt too. Or was it Cornett? I don't know. But either way, good luck and best of everything. God bless to the New York Knicks. The series has started. My old radio partner used to say that when we have blood spilled on the opposing floor, that is when the series has started. And the series has indeed started. J-Boy asks, is there a way to listen to the radio show outside the listening area? There absolutely is. It is the Man-Child Show with Boy Green on the Score 1260. And if you listen locally, you can listen on the dial. But if you live anywhere else, there are two ways you guys can listen to my radio show. Again, it's Monday through Friday, 10 to 12. I'm on the radio show with my partner, Jim the Man-Child Lurch. And you can listen to it on thescore1260.com. Again, thescore1260.com. It streams live on that platform, so feel free. Or you can download the Score 1260 app. That is also free, and you just hit the play button, and you can stream live off your phone. That is the Score 1260. You'll hear us promote this on the show, but you can also call into the show. That is 315-671-1260. 315-671-1260. If you call between 10 and 12, one of my interns will answer the phone call, and you can talk Knicks, you can talk Jets, you can talk anything your heart desires, and you can ask questions or anything of that nature. Feel free to do so. We only have one guest on today's show. It's talking baseball, as a matter of fact, John Bowman. So we'll have national sports, local sports, a little bit of everything. It's kind of a hodgepodge. And like I said, we take phone calls as well. So, yes, J-Boy, absolutely. Feel free, guys. Any crossover on the radio show is cool. Absolutely. Let me answer some more questions and comments here, then we'll sign off on the show, and I'll go get ready for the radio show. We will be back on at 3 o'clock for Boy Green Meets Woody, which I'm very much looking forward to. And that show will be the top 5 positions Jet fans should feel most confident in post-draft. That'll be a good conversation there with Woody. Can't wait. Let's see. Easy says, when the 90-man roster gets cut down to 53, we may be able to pick up a decent wide receiver. Most teams won't be able to pay everybody. That's true. Just note that once we're cutting down from 90 to 53, that happens in late August, early September, is that it's late August because we don't have the 4th preseason game anymore. If you sign or pick up a guy off of waivers, you immediately have to cut somebody because you can't pick up a guy to your practice squad like that. They have to clear waivers, and then you have to convince them to come over if that indeed does happen. So just sort of keep all that in mind. But, yeah, maybe that's a way to do it. Now, the only problem was that strategy specifically, Easy, is that person won't know your playbook intimately. They're going to get thrown into the deep end of the pool, the accelerator education program, because they hadn't been with you all off season. But that's another possibility. Sure, certainly. We'll see. I have an interesting time evaluating the wide receiver room because there's a lot of guys that could make this roster that are just sort of solid, fine guys like Allen Lazard, Josh Reynolds, things like that. Then you got the three youngsters and Arian Smith, Malachi Corley, Tyler Johnson, three young cats that are either rookies or second-year players or not in the league very long players, because Malachi is a second-year player, Arian's a rookie, and then Tyler Johnson's been in the league for a handful of years. Those are all the dart throws of like what's going on there. And then obviously you have Garrett Wilson. So there's a lot to be determined there at the wide receiver position. Maybe a wide receiver 2 won't be needed, as some of you have said. I don't know. I heard what Scotty said, and one of those veterans would be pretty nice. That would just give us some insurance in the room. Phil says, how come such a short show today, Paul? I wonder. Knicks win, maybe? Yeah, I'm trying to get off so I could go cry about it. That is true, Phil. You've nailed it. I have to go cry in a corner before the radio show and then wipe my tears and say, okay. We can do this. We can get better. That's 100% the reason. I'm glad that you called that out, Phil. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've got a few things to do before the radio show. Personal life things to do. So we'll work all those in before the radio show. Tuesday through Friday, for those who don't know and wanted to unnecessarily know my schedule, even though you didn't ask, I do Syracuse Mets games. So that's one of my other jobs. And they normally play in the evening. So I leave here about 8:45, 8:30, whatever the time is after the Boyd Green Daily ends. I go to the radio station, and then I'm at the radio station for the next 12 to 14 hours. So I have to prepare for a 12 or 14-hour trip and leaving my family here. So I have to do that Tuesday through Friday most weeks. That's why you always see me for Boyd Green Meets Woody at the radio station. I got to pack up the entire studio here to go. So there's the information you guys didn't ask for. Badshaw says, apologies how loud I was today, fellas. My audio is going through my phone instead of my car. Yeah, it did do a weird thing there, but that's okay, Badshaw. Crap happens, man. You're right. Yeah, AG has not liked old people as free agents. I don't know why, but maybe that'll change as we get a little closer. Easy says, I agree with you, Paul. Being said, every receiver knows how to do a down and out, a fly route, a corner route, a crossing pad or post. Yeah, you can do some simplistic things. That's a good point. Syracuse Mets. There you go. Salute, baby. Sure. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Oh, boy. Here we go. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this friggin' guy. Look at this.
How about them Knicks?
Go New York. Go New York. Go. Here we are. How are you feeling? Give us the emotional roller coaster during that game there, Johnny.
So I'm very superstitious.
Okay.
And I believe when I was watching the game is the reason we were down so much.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
I stopped watching it and I was watching it on the scoreboard on my phone to go back and check it out. And I did that. And we came back and won. So shout out to Boyd Green and shout out to my guy Allen, who you know. But I just wanted to come up here and say, go New York, go New York, go New York. Bing bong, go Knicks. Peace.
So, by the way, real quick, Johnny. So now, because of your strategy that worked to perfection, how are you going to be able to watch any more of the games of this series?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Through the scoreboard on my phone, man.
Okay, I was just about to say, because anytime I see the Celtics start going up points, I'm like, oh, sweet, Johnny's watching. Keep watching, Johnny. Keep watching. That's what I'll keep telling myself. And then if you dip, then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, geez, it's back. So, okay, I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, man, I was and by the way, watching it on the scoreboard sucks because it's like
I've unfortunately had to do that like certain occasions where I have no video or audio and I have no other choice. That is an excruciating way. No context, no explanation, just a game cast, little miss, and then like a little read up, and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, it's a terrible way.
But I will continue not to watch it through my scoreboard on my phone. Appreciate you guys. BG, you know how to come up here and break some balls real quick.
Of course. So, hey, I asked for it, and so did my father. We'll see what the series is on Saturday. We'll only have 2 games in, though, because TD Garden is Monday, Wednesday. They do the transition switch. Saturday night is the game, so I'm pretty sure Pop's on Saturday. So we'll only know the first 2 games. We already know one of them. So it'll be at least 1-1 or 2-0. That's obviously the only options here. So we'll see. J-Boy with a gifted membership here on the channel. You love to see it. Let's go. Ocho Nueve, baby. And J-Boy continues to lead our pack for this month. He has 29 raffle tickets for the month of May. Salute to you, J-Boy, and salute to Knicks fans. Hey, now. I know this is a Jet show, but salute to Knicks fans, okay? You guys took care of business. You won. You stole one on the road. Now you have all the momentum and all the hoopla. And oh my gosh, yeah, real quick on Brian Farrell, how did Jalen Brunson miss that? What a beautifully designed play at the end of the game. And as soon as like the play happened, I'm like, oh shit. I'll tell you, God, when I'm watching the game and they went, Jalen faked in and then went down, went for the cup. I'm like, son of a bitch. And then it went whoop and spit out. And I was like, what the? What? And I just thought it was the basketball god. So I was going, oh, thank you. But oh my gosh, I could not believe he missed that. I thought he was going to make it for sure. What a great play design. I mean, that was terrific. Shout out. And then I know a lot of Knicks fans are like, ah, shit. That was it. That was a chance right there to kill him. And we're all going to be talking about that after the game. And look, they finished the job. So there you go. Hey, Knicks, hey, man, Knicks fans dance around. You should be celebrating. You were down 20 and you came back up. And Hennessy says, how'd you give up a 20-point lead? I would say shooting 25% from three-point range and missing 45 three-pointers, so most in an NBA playoff game in NBA history. That'll do it. That's why I feel confident, though, that the Celtics will come back. They ain't missing 45 three-pointers again. And it took overtime with that fun fact to happen. But, hey, respect. You won the game, man. You won the game. Now let's see what happens. I'm seeing DJ Dirty Cooch earlier saying it's a sweep for the Knicks. Okay, get the brooms out, baby. Let's see. I like the confidence. That's a key part of this equation. There's no doubt about it. Let's give another salute to the 450 people in the room. Like the video. Hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Again, we're trying to make a chase to 10,000 subscribers. That's a big goal. I have it written on the wall. I'm like punching a body bag, getting ready for it to try to see if one day we can surpass that milestone, and hopefully we can. So thank you, everybody, for the support. Again, we'll be back on the show coming up at 3 o'clock. It'll be myself and James Woody. Hopefully you guys can see us there. Like the video. Hit subscribe. Congratulations, Knicks fans, and we will see you Wednesday night at TD Garden for Game 2 of the second round, the semifinals of the NBA playoffs. Peace out, everybody. Take care.